everybody. I'm Stephanie, and I've been writing a story from the perspective of a character. So I hope you guys like that. This is Flavianna's story. Holiday dinners in 1962. Ain't they just the worst? So this year I says, forget about it. I'm spending my holiday dinner with my good friend Sheila Funkenhausen. Now I've known Sheila my whole life since I'm knee-high to a grasshopper. And you know, Sheila was a child actor. Or at least she tried to be. And she was good too. She could really sing. And she had these perfect little curls, just like Shirley Temple, only Sheila's were red curls. Fire engine red curls. And she would have made it to the big time too if it weren't for that Shirley. Nobody could compete with Shirley in those days, boy. Let me tell you, it ain't only gentlemen that prefer blondes. It's writers, directors, and agents too. Then the role for Little Orphan Annie came along and Sheila thought she'd be a shoo-in. Only she's allergic to dogs and she hated the idea of being poor. So anyway, I calls up Sheila and I says, let's go somewhere special. Let's paint the town red as your carpet and drapes. Sheila laughs. She's got a great sense of humor. So she's thinking about where to go and she's thinking and she finally says, oh, me forgotta. So I says, you forgot her? Well, you better remember. She says, no, it's the name of the place. It's called Me Forgotta. It's delicious. You're gonna love it. So we meets over at Me Forgotta, you better remember, and it was beautiful. I'm talking, this place really puts on the ritz and glitz. So we're sitting in our seats, we're perusing the menu, and I immediately put it in order for the baklava. It's my favorite. And then, all of a sudden, you will never guess who walks into Me Forgotta, you better remember. Can you guess? I looks up at the door, and standing there in a little red cape is none other than Shirley fucking Temple. Shirley! Little good ship lollipop herself, my jaw drops to the floor. I look over and Sheila has smoke coming out of her ears. She never got over losing that role on Wee Willie Winky to Shirley. Before we know it, there's a white gloved hand on Sheila's shoulder. Then, all of a sudden, BAM! Shirley shocks Sheila right in the kisser. Whack! Sheila flies out of a chair. She pins Shirley to the ground. They're rolling around. They're ripping each other's hair out. Wham! Bap! Pow! Bam! So much for my drama-free holiday. My worry-free dinner's blown to smithereens. So I'm sitting there crying my eyes out. I mean, my tears are flooding into my baklava. Finally, I pull it together. I jump on top of them, I grab them both by the ears on either side of me, and I scream at them, you two settle down. I says, it's the holiday, for Christ's sakes, look at ya. Now the two of you's beef goes back too far. It's time to let that all go. It's 1962 for crying out loud, you're grown women now. Look, you two's got more in common than you got's different. So why don't you just give it up already? Shirley and Sheila both take a deep breath. And I swear to you right now, a feeling of calm settled in. I'm telling you, it felt like the heaven's angels were present. Like a miraculous benevolence was just hovering over us. And then Shirley and Sheila each looked at each other. They each raised out a hand. And they punched me in the face. And everything else after that, Me Forgotta.